In this video, I'm going to be talking about vitamin D. The sunshine vitamin. I'm going to address the best source of vitamin D. Should you be taking it? And can it really cure COVID? Stay tuned. Vitamin D is an essential fat-soluble vitamin. Well, it's actually a hormone. It's stored in the fat cells and converted to its active form by the kidney and the liver. It's essential, meaning that our bodies can't produce it in a sufficient quantity, so we have to get it from an external source. And fat-soluble pretty much means that it's broken down and better absorbed into the bloodstream when it's consumed with fats. Vitamin D is abundant in high-fat foods like fatty fish such as salmon, mackerel, herring, and also egg yolks and fish oils. So what's the best source of vitamin D? We know that you can get vitamin D in two ways, usually by sunlight, UVB rays, or supplement in the form of a capsule or by eating as many foods as possible with vitamin D, which we don't. Well, it's called the sunshine vitamin because our skin contains receptors that when we're exposed to sunlight, it actually activates vitamin D. In the winter months, colds and viruses are more predominant because there's less exposure to sunlight. And as a result, we get less vitamin D and we're more susceptible to colds and viruses. So there are tons of research that shows that people who are deficient in vitamin D are more susceptible to viruses, upper respiratory infection, cancers, and a whole host of other issues, including heart diseases and inflammatory issues. And research also suggests that those who supplemented with vitamin D were less susceptible to those viruses and inflammatory conditions. Although according to the National Institute of Health and the World Health Organization, there isn't enough data to recommend the use of vitamin D to treat or prevent COVID-19, several recent studies have looked at the impact of vitamin D and COVID-19. One study found that those who had a vitamin D deficiency were more likely to test positive for COVID-19 than those who did not. So while vitamin D may not cure COVID-19, supplementing may reduce your likelihood of testing positive, or it can also reduce your likelihood of being hospitalized from it. There really is no debate as to the importance of vitamin D. The only debate is probably what's the best source of vitamin D. As mentioned earlier, we either get it from sunlight or supplement. The problem is we don't spend too much time in the sun, and when we do, we're either covered up with clothes like I am now or with sunscreen. And of course, there's always the concern of UV rays and the susceptibility to skin cancers. And for those of us who are darker skinned, our melanin blocks about 98% of the sun exposure. So we're not absorbing much of the sunlight. While sun exposure is great and it definitely provides the benefit, clearly we're not getting our vitamin D from the sun. Not enough anyway. So the next best option is supplementation. 40% of American adults and over 1 billion people worldwide are deficient in vitamin D. The recommended daily allowance from the U.S. Institute of Medicine is 600 IU or international unit from age 1 to 70 and 800 IU from 71 upward. Wait a minute. I'm interrupting my own programming to emphasize what I just said. The U.S. Institute of Medicine recommends the same amount of vitamin D for a 1-year-old as they do for a 70-year-old. That means a 1-year-old, a 16-year-old, a 29-year-old, a 35-year-old, a 49, a 60, a 70-year-old receive the same amount of vitamin D dosage? Every individual body is different. That just doesn't make sense to me. Oh well, it's just a recommendation. We now resume our regular broadcast. According to the Endocrine Society, blood levels of 30 nanogram per milliliters is considered sufficient. However, several studies show that 1,000 to 4,000 IU per day is needed to maintain that blood serum level of 30 nanogram per milliliter, and more if you're overweight. Blood levels of 30 nanogram per milliliters is considered sufficient. Blood levels of 50 to 100 nanogram per milliliters is considered optimal. There is even a correlation of vitamin D deficiency with anxiety symptoms. One study suggests that supplementing with high doses of vitamin D can help to reduce the symptoms associated with anxiety. Many years ago, when I suffered with anxiety and panic attacks, I had my vitamin D level checked and it was 10. 30 is sufficient and 50 to 100 is optimal. Mine was 10. Given so many health benefits of vitamin D, including helping your body fight off infections, inflammatory issues, upper respiratory diseases, cancers, and helping to boost your immune system overall, I would suggest getting your blood levels checked to make sure that you're not deficient. Chances are you're part of the 40% of Americans, or over 1 billion worldwide, that's probably deficient. I had to take 50,000 IUs a couple times a week just to be able to bring my vitamin D levels up. And for the last several years, I take about 5,000 IU about 4 to 5 times a week. And my numbers are still teetering around 32, 33. Go figure. In the comments, let me know how you're getting your vitamin D, whether sunlight or supplement. Don't forget to like this video if you found value, share this video, and subscribe for more healthy tips, home remedies, and hope. Till next time, God bless.